Hey there guys, it's JoeBoogie93 here, and in this video I'm just going to be showing you some of my newest Xbox 360 games. Alright, so if you've been following my videos, you know that a while back I made an Xbox 360 game collection video. In that video I showed about 11 games I think that I had. Since I made that video I've actually gotten like 10 more, and so I wanted to make a new video showcasing my full collection now, and also I want your guys' opinion on my collection. So at the end of this video I'm going to ask the same 3 questions that I asked in the last video I made concerning this. 1, what is your favorite Xbox 360 game? 2, what is the best game or your favorite game that I have? And 3, what game do I need to get that I don't have? There are some that I know I don't have that I'm going to get, and I'll probably mention those throughout this video. But for now, let's just get right into it. So in the last video, I showed the 11 games, I believe it was, that I already had, and I'm just going to show those again really quick. Alright, so in no particular order of the games that I had before, we got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Dead Rising, Oblivion, Fallout 3, FIFA 10, these 2 came with my system, Forza Motorsport 3, and Halo 3 ODST. Grand Theft Auto 4, a great game. If you haven't played it, you should check it out. Mass Effect, which I have finished since my last video. Mass Effect 2, I'm definitely planning on getting that one. I don't have it yet. Orange Box, it's got 5 games in it. Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1 and 2, Team Fortress 2, and the original Portal. Really great deal. If you don't have this, go get it. It's 5 games for like $15 to $20, and who would not want that? They're all phenomenal games. Team Fortress 2 I gotta admit on Xbox 360, not nearly as fun at all as it is on PC or Mac. And the cool thing about Team Fortress 2 is now if you get Steam for your PC or Mac, you can play Team Fortress 2 for free. Check it out, get it, it's worth it, worth every penny. And also if you haven't checked out Team Fortress 2, now is a really great time to start because it's free. And then last but not least, World of Outlaws Sprint Cars. It's just not a good game. Don't get it. I'm planning on selling it soon. I just haven't gotten around to it. Those games are the ones that I already showed, already had, showed in the last video I made. And now these games I'll be showing now are the ones that I've gotten since then. A lot of these games are actually games that you guys recommended to me in the comments on that last video. One example is Assassin's Creed, BioShock, Borderlands. I'll go in alphabetical order for these. The first game I got that I did not have before is Assassin's Creed, the original. This one, gotta admit, it was really fun, but it did get repetitive. In this one, you just do a lot of the same things over and over. I don't want to knock this game at all because it's by no means a bad game or by no stretch of the imagination. It's just not nearly as good in certain aspects as it could have been. Other than that, though, it is a really great game. It's got a lot of history in there, a lot of just really great aspects. You should check this out. But more than this, I actually have to recommend Assassin's Creed 2. There's a couple differences between them. In this one you play as Altair, and in this one you play as Ezio. This takes place in like Renaissance Italy, and you just do a lot more things. The gameplay is not nearly as, it's really not repetitive at all. They added in a lot of different aspects. The developers really did a great job at making this a true sequel. Like what a sequel is meant to be. It's supposed to be something that's completely better than the original. I cannot vouch for Brotherhood or the upcoming Revelations. Brotherhood, also another game I'm planning on getting, just don't have the money yet. But this is definitely a great place to start. A lot of the backstory of the first game is kind of talked about in this, but not really in full detail. If you don't play the first one, you're probably going to be lost at certain points in this, which is, I gotta admit, one of the main reasons I picked up the first in the series. Alright, moving on to the next game. A lot of people also recommended this to me, and it eventually got my attention. BioShock. It's incredibly fun. You play in this underwater city called Rapture. It's the first in the BioShock series. Since this one came out, there's BioShock 2, obviously, and then now BioShock Infinite, which is expected, I believe, in like 2012 or sometime later this year. The first one is really cool. It's got great graphics, great atmosphere. That's like one of the main drawing points of the game. You have guns as your primary weapon, but then you also have like these abilities called plasmids, and they're basically like magic. you have your gun in one hand and you can shoot these plasmids or use these plasmids with your other hand. Honestly, I haven't played this one very much, but I really enjoyed it so far. It's just got this atmosphere about it that you have to play to get. Definitely check this one out. Next game. This is probably hands down either my top or my second favorite game of all time, and that is Borderlands. I got the Game of the Year edition, which comes with all of the DLC, which are the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, Mad Moxie's Underdome Riot, the Secret Armory of General Knox, and then Claptrap's Robot Revolution, I believe. It is just extremely addicting every time I get into it. I cannot put it down. It's got this really awesome original art style. It kind of looks like a comic book. It's really the only way I can describe it. It's like a mix between realistic and cartoon, sort of. One of the best things I like about this game is the whole loot mentality. It does have like this random gun generator thing. There's like a huge amount of just different materials and aspects of the guns that can change. Then it randomizes that. And then you can pick those guns up from your enemies, and you just keep going up and up and up and upgrading your weapons and shields and things like that. And it's just, it's addicting. Really fun by yourself, which I've played most of it as, but I've started doing this lately. Co-op with friends, infinitely more fun. It just really raises the entertainment value of this game. Next game, I was really excited for this one. Gotta admit, I was kind of let down by it in certain aspects, but that is Brink, made by Splash Damage. It was really, really, really hyped prior to its release. I honestly have to say for good reason, but just some of the things that it was hyped for didn't really deliver as much as they probably should have. It is a multiplayer, class-based, team-based shooter. It's got 4 classes: Engineer, Medic, Soldier, and Operative. Operative's like a covert, sneaky character. Medic, obviously Medic. Engineer, you can set up like sentries, mines, things like that. And then your Soldier is your generic soldier class. It's got a really awesome art style. It's got some really great character customization. It's fun by yourself. When it really shines is when you're playing online with friends, when it works. Because when the game first came out, online play did not always work. They had a lot of laggy issues, just a lot of issues in general. Since then, it's been patched and updated, made better. A lot of the aspects of the game, especially the online play, work a lot better than they did when it first came out. And I would probably recommend it to you if you're into team-based shooters. If you're just like a lone wolf type person, I would not recommend this at all, because if you try that, you're going to die, and you're going to die a lot. Alright, next is Fable 2. This one's really fun, actually. It's Fable. That's the only way I can describe it. It's goofy, it's quirky. There's just so much you can do. You can be evil or good, corrupt or pure. Your actions in the game not only influence how the game plays out, but it influences how your character looks. For example, if you use melee combat more often, then you get big and strong and muscly. If you use your guns and crossbows and whatnot more often, then you get taller. And then if you use your magic more often, then you have these blue lines all over your body that start to glow brighter and brighter and brighter the more you use it. And then also if you're corrupt or good or evil or pure, it just affects how your character looks. Here's an example of what a character would look like. It's got horns and just red and whatever. And then if you go on the other side of the spectrum, you get like a halo and you turn blue and all this stuff. It's actually really fun. It's just really fun. I don't really know what else to say about this game other than it's just really pure fun. You're going to be laughing. At some moments you're going to be like, what at this game, but I would still recommend it to anyone, especially if you are a role-playing game fan. Alright, next up is Halo Reach. It's Halo. What can I say? It was Bungie's last Halo game, so they put like everything they could into this game. The matchmaking and multiplayer is really great fun. The campaign is really awesome. I'd say it's the best of the Halo games. The cool thing about this game, actually, how I got it, I signed up for Microsoft's preview disc program for their new disc format, and they actually just sent me a free copy of the game. It's actually not in here right now, it's in my Xbox, but the game just, it doesn't look like Halo Reach at all. It just has like a green, do not put this in any system that's not registered for this program thing. I actually printed off this box art just because I like having the art on my cases. It's just a really great game. It's Halo. If you like Halo, you're going to love Halo Reach if you haven't already played it. It's a really great effort by Bungie, and it's like a really great last hurrah for them before they turn over the Halo franchise to 343. Next up is NCAA Football 11. I'm a huge fan of college football. Iowa Hawkeyes all the way. I'm sorry if you don't like them. That's totally fine, but hey, I do. I live in Iowa, so you kind of got to be a Hawk fan here. It's either that or Iowa State. I mean, come on. Really great game. They have a lot of new features in this that are just fun to do. They have the Campus Legend, the Road to Glory, the franchise. Just your typical football game with a lot of nice features added in. NCAA Football 12 is actually coming out probably within a month or 2 or 3. I don't know. By this football season, I'm sure. And that'll obviously be upgraded over this, but for now, this is a great buy. And I'm going to skip over my favorite game, save that for last. Here is probably my 3rd or 4th favorite game. Favorite Borderlands, this, and Grand Theft Auto, and Fallout 3 probably tied for 3rd, I guess. Red Dead Redemption, amazing game. The story is really great. I have not finished it. I've gotten about 1/3 of the way through the story, and I've played so much. If that tells you anything about how long this game is, there's just so much to do. It's set in the Wild West. It's been described as Grand Theft Auto in the Wild West, which is a really great way to put it. It's Rockstar. It's going to be an open world sandbox game. You can run around and do whatever the heck you want to. You can tie up people and put them on railroad tracks and watch trains run over them if you really want to. You actually get an achievement for doing that. I tend to stick to single-player experiences for most of my games, but the multiplayer on this is actually really fun, and I found myself getting into it quite a bit. If you don't have this game, buy it. It's as simple as that. You have to play it. It's amazing, and you won't be disappointed. And now, my absolute favorite game of all time. Like I was just saying about Red Dead Redemption, if you don't have it, buy it. You won't be disappointed. I have to say the same thing for this game, and that is Portal 2, made by Valve. Honestly, have they made a bad game? I mean, Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal, Portal 2. I know I said a lot of 2s in there, but it seems like the sequels are always better than the originals every single time, and it's ridiculous. Honestly, Valve is like the Pixar of the video game industry. It doesn't seem like they can do wrong. No matter what they put out, it's always great. This game, I'm sure you've heard about it. It's been out long enough, and you've probably played at least a little bit of it. It's got spectacular writing, the best I've ever seen in a video game. It's absolutely hilarious. The story is great. It's better than the original in every single way. Portal 2 makes the original Portal seem like just the prototype that it really was. When you play this game after playing Portal, you'll see what I mean if you don't get it now. This game is just an experience. I've never played a video game that made me like feel that many emotions. Like this game actually made me angry, sad, happy beyond belief, and just so many different things. And then the great thing is it also incorporates co-op, which makes things so confusing and awesome. If you have trouble dealing with just 2 portals to solve puzzles, wait until you have 4. It's ridiculous. But the co-op I really loved because it let me have a chance to play this with my girlfriend, actually. And that was really just great fun for both of us. But you have to have really great communication skills to play the co-op on this. Alright, so there you have it, guys. That is my updated Xbox 360 game collection. Hopefully you guys saw some games thrown in there that you like better than my previous version of my game collection. And again, comment down below or post a video response, whatever. 1, your favorite Xbox 360 game. 2, your favorite game in my collection. And 3, what game that's not in my collection do I need to get? Those 3 things, just leave a comment down below. If you like my videos and you want to see more stuff like this, please subscribe. Subscribers are always obviously a welcome thing to see. And I would like to just thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to check out, once again, badx.wordpress.com. I'll put a URL right there. And check out JoeBoogie93 for more of my videos.